If you are a horror fan like myself, then I got a list of decent Telltale-esque, story-driven horror games brought to you by Supermassive Games. It consists of an anthology series titled The Dark Pictures Anthology, which consists of these 4 games, part of Season 1. Man of Medan, Little Hope, House of Ashes, and The Devil in Me. With a Season 2 start on the rise, I'll mention the first story of that later on in the video. Also with Until Dawn and The Quarry, which are 2 standalone games, with a couple more I'll show off later as well. Now the cool thing about these games is that they feature actual actors that you have definitely seen in movies or TV shows before. So I thought that was cool because it definitely makes you feel like you're actually playing a movie. Back to the video. Until Dawn was the first one out of this list to be released back in 2015. It's about a group of 8 friends stuck at a cabin in the woods during winter who are seemingly being hunted by a masked slasher antagonist at first, but there may be something more sinister that awaits them. Man of Medan came out in 2019. It is the second to be released after Until Dawn, but the first to be released from the Dark Pictures Anthology series. If you love the movie Ghost Ship just like myself, then this is the game for you. A group embarks on a diving trip only to be ambushed by a group of pirates, and then they all encounter a ghost ship. Little Hope released in 2020 and is the second installment of the first season of the Dark Pictures Anthology. 4 college students and their teacher become isolated and trapped in the abandoned town of Little Hope, and soon they are haunted by terrifying visions from the past, among other sinister entities from the Salem and Andover witch trials. It's me again. So I forgot to mention that these games utilize a butterfly effect. So every choice that you make in the game affects the story overall. So if you do this or that, this person can die and that person can live. Or that person can die and this person can live, or they can all die, or they can all live. It's all up to you. The third installment of the Dark Pictures Anthology, House of Ashes, released in 2021, set in the 2003 invasion of Iraq. It deals with a group of American Marines and Iraqi soldiers. As a fight ensues between the 2 groups, they become trapped in an ancient Sumerian temple and encounter something way more sinister. The second standalone after Until Dawn, The Quarry, released in 2022. A group of camp counselors decide to stay one last night together at the summer camp. The night takes a dark turn when they believe they are being hunted by the blood-drenched hillbillyish locals, but soon realize maybe they have a bigger creature-ish problem on their hands. The Devil in Me, also released in 2022, is the 4th game and the finale to the first season of the Dark Pictures Anthology. A documentary film crew get an invitation to a replica of H.H. Holmes' murder castle, where they must try to survive traps and a masked killer. And now for some bonus games. Switchback VR, a roller coaster shooter based on the Dark Pictures Anthology. The casting of Frank Stone, released in 2024. Set in the world of Dead by Daylight, a group of young filmmakers explore a cursed steel mill that is haunted by the ghost of a serial killer from 1963 named Frank Stone. They have Directive 8020. This will be the first installment of the second season of the Dark Pictures Anthology. Follows the crew of a colony ship that crashes on a hostile planet facing an alien